What's up, everyone? This is a quick vlog on the Red Bull Rancher Strong from February 28th of 2026. It's an obstacle slash fitness course that draws its inspiration from rancher activities. Unfortunately, I don't have a video of myself doing the course, and through all the action shots that Red Bull took, this is the only one of me. So for the rest of this video, I'll talk about the course, and then I do have a couple of videos I took of myself during the event. So you start at the top of the barn where it says number 9 there. The buzzer goes off, you run, you do number 1, which is escape the barn, which is where you go down the monkey bars. If you can't do it, you can go down a ladder, and then you have to do a 5-second dead hang on the last bar as a penalty. Then you move over to the load the feed. It's where you take 50-pound feed bags, load them in the wheelbarrow, and then push that until you hit a red line in the dirt. For males, you have to do it with 5 bags. For females, so it's 4 bags. Then you hop on over to the tractor tire tussle. Then you have to lean it up against the tractor after flipping it at least 3 times. Then you go over to the stockyard scramble. So you had 4 beams. The first and last one were low to the ground. The middle 2 were higher up. So you went under the low ones, and then you went over the tall ones. And then you ran on over to grind the grain, which was like a grain mill. And you had to run around 2 times for 2 full rotations. Then you hop on over to the hay bale hustle. That's where you climb up those 3 round bales. They're about 4 feet tall. And then at the top, there's a bell. You ring it, and then you hop on down. And then you go over to 7 ranchers carry. So they had a yoke there with 2 buckets on the end attached by strings. So you had 2 options. You can put that yoke around your neck and then kind of like grab the ropes to stabilize those buckets. And the buckets had cement in them. Don't know how much they weighed. They also let you carry the yoke like you're about to do a front squat, kind of. I didn't prefer that only because you didn't really have control over the ropes, but I think a lot of people found this as a quicker method for moving that down. And then you did the rope the bull, is where you get on these barrel horse, which has a saddle on top, and then you drag this bull, which is a sled. It was 155 pounds for males. It was lighter for females. I don't remember the weight. And this, I think, was probably the hardest event for most people, just because this isn't something you can practice exactly in the gym, because that sled moves a lot better on turf than it did in the dirt. And also because you're on that barrel horse, you can't really plant your legs, which I found it very difficult to try to get a rhythm going when dragging that bull. And then after you get the bull to touch the barrel horse, you hop down and you go up the ladder on the barn, and you finish there at number 9. So I just finished the qualifiers, time of 2:20, kind of in the middle of the pack, waiting to hear if I made it to the semifinals yet. Kind of gassed. Whew. All right, so good news is I made it to the semifinals. Bad news is I'm going from heat 24 to heat 2 after eating lunch. So should be fun. All right, so just did semifinals. My time was slightly better at 2:18. Not enough to make it to the final 4 though. Legs are jelly, but I got my Red Bull to re-energize me, and my pal Huckleberry here to keep me company. Well, that's a wrap at Red Bull Rancher Strong. Special shout out to Red Bull and Tejas Rodeo staff for putting this event on. And special thanks to the sponsors like American Hat Company and AG Gear.